Hey everyone, it's Kyle. Azora Hype. The first episode of The Mandalorian dropped on Disney Plus on Tuesday, and I think it's pretty safe to say that everyone is really excited about it, with Disney Plus generating 20 plus million downloads in the first day alone. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a few Easter eggs from Chapter 1, including Bhaskar Steel, Mandalorian history, the Clone Wars, and how all those things connect to the bombshell ending and twist at the end of Episode 1. And one of my favorite scenes from Chapter 1, we see the Mandalorian go to the Forge to deliver the blacksmith the Bhaskar Steel that he received from Werner Herzog's character to the client earlier in the episode. The client says that it belongs with the Mandalorians, as Bhaskar Steel is a type of steel that the Mandalorian's armor is made from. We have seen Mandalorian armor before, of course, with Boba Fett and Jango Fett in the Star Wars movie trilogies. But what is particularly interesting about this instance is the mention of the Great Purge by the blacksmith to the Mandalorian. The Great Purge, also known as Order 66, was actually Chancellor Palpatine's directive to the clone army to kill all of the Jedi. And shortly after the Purge took place, Palpatine's empire took over control of Mandalore, likely taking the planet's precious metals all for itself. Bhaskar is extremely rare, and while we don't have the details in the official canon anymore, it can only be mined on Mandalore, the home planet of the Mandalorians, or its moon Concordia. This is very interesting because the Mandalorian mentions to the blacksmith that he was once a foundling after we get the flashbacks of the attack of the Confederacy of Independent Systems when he was a young boy. The Confederacy of Independent Systems, also known as the Separatists, was a partially recognized galactic government that controlled a portion of the Mid-Rim and the Outer Rim territories. The Separatists were led by once respected Jedi Master who turned to the dark side, and the second-in-command to Darth Sidious himself in Count Dooku. I believe the clues from the Mandalorian's flashback to the Clone Wars and the armor's mention of the Great Purge are very important and connect to the bombshell ending as to why the Mandalorian didn't kill the asset per the client's request. And I think it was very clear that the client knew that Bhaskar Steel would be valuable to the Mandalorian, yet the Mandalorian chose to kill IG-11 anyways. There's a clear reason why the Mandalorian did not kill this orphan being, and that is because he's an orphan himself. I think we also have to ask the question of why is the Empire so afraid of a baby? Is it because Emperor Palpatine is still alive behind the scenes gathering his forces and is fearful that that baby could become the next Yoda and a Jedi Master to oppose him? It's certainly interesting considering that we are more than likely going to see the remains of the Resistance take on the First Order in The Rise of Skywalker. But I think we have to strongly consider the possibility that they want to study the baby because of the genetics and its ability to live for so long. We did hear IG-11 say some species age differently than others. And we know that Yoda lived for hundreds and hundreds of years, so imagine Emperor Palpatine getting hands on these genetics, creating a clone of himself, transferring his essence or something like that. That would be pretty scary. Emperor Palpatine ushering in the Reich of the First Order, that would be pretty scary. So the decision to not kill the baby could have significant ramifications for the Mandalorian and perhaps other Mandalorians, such as the blacksmith who forged the piece of armor for the Mandalorian. And earlier on in the episode, we did see the Mandalorian raise his weapon quickly against the stormtroopers that were with the client. So I think it's pretty safe to say the tension is only going to become greater as the season continues. I think it's pretty safe to say we will also be learning a lot more about the Mandalorian's tragic past as a foundling, and in some of the trailers, they did seemingly promise an answer that could be coming about what happened to Mandalore during the original trilogy. So hopefully some answers are going to be coming in the episodes. We got 8 episodes, and I definitely think it's going to be really interesting to kind of see how the Mandalorian places himself in this giant conflict. But what do you think? Do the Empire feel threatened by this young being because they believe it will grow up to be a Jedi Master like Yoda and oppose whomever is still leading the Empire behind the scenes? And could this somehow be connected to Emperor Palpatine? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section and what you are most excited to see in episode 2 tomorrow. Of course, if you got this far, thank you very much for watching the video. I absolutely loved the first episode of The Mandalorian, and I really do think that The Mandalorian will only continue to get better as we get more episodes and more lore and more information about The Mandalorian's past and the Empire. So I'm really excited to see more of The Mandalorian. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want to see more Star Wars videos. I will not only be creating daily Mandalorian videos, but I'm also very excited to be covering The Expanse and The Witcher, which are coming out in mid-December as well. So lots of fun videos for the channel. Lots of videos are coming up. And yeah, just come join the conversation. We're going to have a blast in the comment section. The links to all my social media and Patreon are in the description of this video. May the Force be with you.